Hey there, welcome everyone. This video builds off of our previous logic primer videos to explain how we negate a conjunction. Before we get started, go ahead and like and subscribe to make sure you don't miss out on the rest of our logic primer. For this video to make sense, you should already be comfortable with finding the truth values of logical negations and logical conjunctions. If you need a refresher, click the link on the screen for the content you want to review. After watching this video and getting the practice you need, you should be able to use a rule we call De Morgan's law to negate conjunctions. So who was De Morgan anyway? Augustus De Morgan was a British mathematician, that is, born to British parents in present-day India. He's especially known for contributing to the fields of trigonometry, algebra, and logic. And while he was staunchly anti-deist, you can think atheist for much of his life, later on, he became interested in clairvoyance and what he referred to as spiritualism, and even wrote a book, From Matter to Spirit, the result of 10 years' experience in spirit manifestations. All right, now that we've met Augustus De Morgan, let's do some math. We'll start with an example. Armando will not study and play video games tonight. We want to translate this into logical notation. So we can represent Armando will study tonight as P, and Armando will play video games tonight as Q. Then Armando will study and play video games tonight becomes P and Q. At this point, we're one step away. We just need to throw the word not in front, which is the same as negating our last expression. So Armando will not study and play video games tonight becomes the negation of quantity P and Q. We're negating a conjunction. The original statement is the negation of a conjunction. Okay, we translated it, but maybe we can rearrange things in a way that's more straightforward, or at least that we can understand differently. So let's brainstorm a little bit here. Armando isn't going to both study and play video games. He's not going to do both. He could do one or the other. Doing neither is also an option. Okay, if he doesn't do either of these things, he doesn't study and he doesn't play video games, then the original statement is still true. Putting this all together, we know that there's at least one of these two things he won't do tonight. And so that sounds like an or statement. One solution is that we can rewrite the original as Armando won't study tonight or he won't play video games tonight. So we can say this statement and the original statement are equivalent. And this example generalizes to a rule that tells us what to do anytime we want to rewrite the negation of a conjunction. This is De Morgan's law for negating conjunctions. Okay, suppose P and Q are statements. Then, not quantity P and Q equals not P or not Q. The negation of a conjunction is the disjunction of the negations. You can go ahead and try saying it out loud. Don't worry, no one around is going to mind, but it'll help to process what this rule is saying. The negation of a conjunction is the disjunction of the negations. Great job! So that's it for the new content in this video. Don't forget to like if you learned anything new or saw anything in a new light. Once you've done that, let's move on to some exercises. Here, we want to apply De Morgan's law to rewrite these statements. If you're up for it, you can pause the video now and try these independently. In part A, we start with Tanisha won't major in biology and dance. Let's assign variables to the different simple statements here. P is Tanisha majors in biology, Q is that Tanisha majors in dance, and then here's the law that we're using. Okay, we started with not quantity P and Q, and to rewrite, we'll distribute the negation to P and Q, and also switch and out for or. This gives us Tanisha won't major in biology or she won't major in dance. In part B, we have 2 isn't odd and prime. We can assign variables to the simple statements again. so that we see the original statement as not quantity P and Q. In this case, we can take P equals 2 is odd and Q equals 2 is prime. The negation requires that we negate both P and Q, then switch and for or, just like last time. And so we get 2 isn't odd or 2 isn't prime. Great work, everyone. Let's recap what we learned here. First, it's key to take the time and thought to translate your given statement into a symbolic form. That way it becomes more mechanical to apply different rules or laws of logic. De Morgan's law for negating conjunctions tells us that the negation of a conjunction is equivalent to the disjunction of the negations. The negation of a conjunction is the disjunction of the negations, meaning we can distribute the negation to both simpler statements and flip the and operator upside down to or. Once again, great work, everyone. If you found this helpful at all, you can like and subscribe so that you don't miss out on the rest of the series. We have a couple more videos coming up in our logic primer. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions at all, or if there's any other math content you want to see. Thanks again. I'll catch you next time.